Hello and welcome to Unpacking the Law, where we shine a light on the shadowy corners of the legal system. Now, we all know the law can be a bit of a maze. It's full of winding passages and hidden trapdoors, but fear not, dear viewers, because today we're arming you with the tools to navigate this maze. We're going to unpack the law, break those chains of legal jargon, and equip you with the knowledge to understand your rights and maybe, just maybe, avoid getting completely screwed. First things first, we need to identify the heart of the legal matter at hand. What's the problem? We're talking about the specific legal question that needs to be answered. Is it a contract dispute, a property issue, intellectual property theft? Once you've nailed down the problem, it's time to figure out who's involved, who are the parties in question, and what's their relationship to each other. Think of it like a legal episode of Maury. We need to establish who the players are before we can determine paternity, or, settle a legal dispute. Now that we've identified the players and the playing field, it's time to consult the rule book. What laws, statutes, regulations, or case laws are in play here? This is where things can get a bit dense, kind of like trying to make sense of instructions written in a language you don't understand. But don't panic, we're in this together. What we need to do is carefully examine the relevant legal texts, break them down into digestible pieces, and translate that legalese into plain English. Remember, the goal here isn't to become a lawyer overnight, it's to gain a basic understanding of the rules governing the situation. By breaking down these complex laws into simpler terms, we can start to see how they apply to our specific case. It's all about making the law understandable for everyone. This is where we delve into the archives of legal history, folks. We need to find previous court decisions that dealt with similar issues. Think of it like looking for clues at a crime scene, except instead of fingerprints and DNA, we're looking for legal patterns and precedents. Once we've unearthed these past rulings, it's time to dissect them. What was the court's reasoning? What were the key arguments? And most importantly, what was the outcome? By studying these past cases, we can start to identify trends and predict how a court might rule in our current situation. Exactly. By understanding these precedents, we can gain valuable insights into how the law has been interpreted in the past and how it might be applied in the present.
Okay, now it's time to put on our thinking caps and get a little creative. We need to explore different legal arguments that could be made. Think of it like a legal game of chess. We need to anticipate our opponent's moves and counter them with our own strategic arguments. What are the strengths and weaknesses of each theory? What are the potential counter-arguments? By carefully considering all sides of the issue, we can build a more robust and persuasive case.
We've got our legal toolkit assembled, folks. Now it's time to roll up our sleeves and apply those legal principles to the specific facts of our case. Remember those key facts we identified earlier? Now's the time to break them out and see how they align with the relevant laws and precedents. It's like putting together a puzzle, except instead of a picture of a majestic landscape, we're trying to build a solid legal argument.
Zooming out for a moment, let's consider the bigger picture. How does the law in this case impact society as a whole? Are there any unintended consequences? Any ethical dilemmas? Remember, the law isn't just a set of abstract rules, it's a living, breathing thing that affects real people in profound ways. So before we reach any conclusions, let's take a step back and consider the broader implications of our legal interpretations.
So there you have it. Folks, you've officially unpacked the law. Now, you're not a lawyer, but you're equipped with the knowledge to navigate the legal system with a little more confidence. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding the law empowers you to stand up for your rights and protect yourself from legal pitfalls. Would you like to try unpacking a specific legal issue? Feel free to provide details in our comment section. Disclaimer: this information is intended for general knowledge and informational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice.